Hi, this is Patty at the Chiro channel. Welcome back to our video tutorials. Today our tutorial is going to be on building a template slide. A template slide is essentially a layered page of content where parts of the page remain constant and other parts will change. And actually, it's really one of the most important features is to build a slide like this, because it allows you to use your corporate logo, your corporate colors, and helps you to build your brand and reinforce your brand to your patients. So what I'd like to do is get into our dashboard right now, and I've navigated over to a folder for our template background. We're going to go into just add a blank page, and we'll edit it. The first thing we want to do is we want to have a nice background that will be a great landing place for your content to be, so it's not too busy. So I picked a background that is concrete, and I'll show you how well this works actually. When you pull in that image, you see it doesn't fit the whole canvas, but you can double click on it and then take the handles and stretch it all the way so that you have no white space at all. Now it is a little bit dark, so what I'm going to do, this is one of your layering effects that you can do. Take a box, and we're going to double click on that, and you'll see it covers it up completely. But I'm going to change it to white, and then I'm going to make it transparent a little bit more. So what it does is it softens up that color, but it still gives us a nice texture, so it isn't just a white blank background. So to help build our brand, we want to bring in a corporate logo. So I'll go into our image, and we're going to go navigate to our logo folder, and we're going to pull in our business logo. And for this layout, I'm going to bring that logo and I'm going to place it up in the upper left hand corner and make sure my margins are pretty even up there. Okay, that's set. What I'd like to do also is I'd like to show a little bit of another feature, which is our date and our temperature, our daily temperature. So in order to do that, we're going to just take a box. We're going to put that in the lower left-hand corner. I'm going to color that white as well. And we will put a small border around it. I'm going to reduce that down to 3. And we're going to round out the corners a little bit too. Okay. So we're going to go into our app properties, and I want to drag the date down into this box. And this is just going to take a little bit of sizing. I'm also going to pull down our temperature, our weather app. I'll show you our weather app. It's wonderful. It's nice and big, so you can utilize this even as a full screen if you'd like to, and that works very well. We're going to look on the left-hand side, and it's going to ask you what location you're in. So we are in Milwaukee. So put in our location, and we use Fahrenheit. I don't want hourly, I want daily. And it's going to give me 6 days worth. But this square down here is pretty small, so I'm going to change it down to 3. And then we're going to resize that box. Bring down the temperature a little bit. Okay, so I have our temperature down in the lower left-hand corner. I'm going to change our date so that it has a short notation on it. So that way, as each month comes in, it's not going to overextend out of the box. And I'm also going to decrease the point size, the font size, to about 40 points. And we'll keep it stretched out and give it a center alignment. And we'll tighten up this square box just a tad. And fit that right in there. Okay, so now we have the date and we have the weather. So people have something to look at while they look up at your template. The next thing we would like to put in here is a scroller. And a scroller is a great way to add information to your patients, let them know what events are going on in your office, any other services, welcome new patients, etc. So we're going to just pull a box into our canvas, and I'm going to stretch that out around the bottom, decrease the width, of course, and I'm going to have it run off the page a little bit, and I'm going to stretch that over to our weather box, and just go over it just a little bit. We're going to color it white, give it a blue border, and there it stands out very nicely. Now it is over the box. What we want to do is put it behind the box. That's where your layering effect comes in. So just click on this left icon a couple of times. Sorry, you have to highlight the box I'm on. And just click it a couple of times and it goes right behind the temperature box here. Then we want to pull down an app called My Data. And My Data is a wonderful way to get information to your patients. I was just talking about that. So we want to fill this in with information. So we're going to place this text right in the box and stretch it off of the canvas. And we're going to stretch it a little bit over that temperature box again. And I'll show you what effect it does. We're going to go back and layer this again and move it behind the box. If you accidentally hit it too many times, just hit the next box and it brings it forward. So you'll be fine. So we're going to fill in lines of text up in this upper quadrant up here. So we'll say, welcome to Disc Chiropractic. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in a few more lines for you. Okay, so I filled in some information that's going to show up on this bottom line down here. Make sure that when you fill out your information that each message starts on a new line. And of course, this is a ticker. You'll see the verbiage come in. And I chose the font type is Arial. But we're going to reduce that font size down to 50 so that it fits a little bit better. And just pull that down a little bit so it fits in our square. Okay, I did color it blue so that it just kind of blends in and uses our corporate colors that we want to use. And then if you go up to the top up here and hit this reload button, it's going to show you how the scroller is going to look, which it looks great. But it's moving a little bit too fast for our eyes. So we want to go down to this lower left-hand corner over here, and we want to reduce that down to 1. It's a lot easier for your eyes to see that information. Just go ahead and reload, and you'll see that it comes through very nicely. Okay, so that's our corporate template background that we can create many different other slides and fill in this content area. And we are continually showing and reinforcing our brand. So stay tuned for our next video as we continue to fill in these slides, and we'll see how it shows up on your display.